All right. Welcome to the Broskiedoodles Podcast with your boy Kiko Kiko Cervantes, el head hancho, el papachulo, que tú sabes que tal que frown. I'm here and I got a great guest. You guys know the professional chef. It's a great friend from my childhood, but more important than that, upcoming Michelin. He's the upcoming Michelin-starred sous chef in California. What's good, Mauricio? How you been, dog?
Everything good, man. How are you? A lot of work.
I'm chilling, bro. Today, well, I work. You're off today. That's why we're having this. Because yes. Mauricio, given the fact that he lives quite far in California and I'm in Spain, we're 9 hours apart. So he's waking up and I'm towards my evening. So you're off. So because the days that you work, we cannot really do this. Because as a sous chef, you work the whole day.
Long hours.
So in my case today, I worked and then I went because I was like, you know what, today for 2 months before Christmas, I need to lose weight. I need to get in shape. Fuck this being a piece of shit motherfucker. So I'm like, all right, fuck it. So I joined like this little boxing gym where like, I don't think it's a box. I'm not learning how to box now. They just put a little boxing bag and I just hit it. And it's sort of like, you know what old people do, like aerobics and shit, but with a bag. But I was dying. And,
it's hard. Yeah.
And you know, it's funny when you start doing a shit like, and you're the new guy in this thing. It's like so uncomfortable.
Everybody's looking at you.
Yeah. There was this lady like, there was a lady because it was like a group of 10 and the guy was like, oh, so Carlos, here, let me give you this. So she realized I was new. So she's like, oh, we have a virgin today.
Let's take his virginity away, huh?
Yeah, I'm like, yo, okay, I'm gonna laugh it out, but I don't know if you know the type of language that I use. But anyways, so I did that shit. It was hard as fuck, but it got me pumped up, you know, to want to keep doing it. Yeah, like it has like a little music, a synchronization, so it measures how hard you hit it, but also if you hit it on time with the right kick or the right hit. But in any case, bro, I'm doing it, and I need to find little activities like this. I do football, I do biking, things that make it fun for me, so that I can do it. Because otherwise, it's just much easier to just stuff a McDonald's burgers to the face. And I noticed that after doing this hard work, when I come out and I think about eating some shit that's bad, it makes it a little easier to be like, man, no, I just went through that shit. Like,
it's not worth it because you're gonna lose everything that you just gained.
Exactly. So,
but at least you did the first step, which was getting started. That's the hardest step.
Yeah.
That's why I don't go to the gym, because it's the hardest step.
Yeah. Are you in a situation like that as well?
No, I don't have time to go to the gym.
No, not gym, but like eating better.
Well, no. Lately we haven't been eating good, but we do a lot of hiking. There's a lot of hiking in San Francisco and around it. So we go to the mountains and we go to the beach and we walk for a mile or so. But it's very cool. You get to see the scenery.
Okay.
We like to do that a lot.
That is enough to to be healthy. Well, in any case, here at the Broskiedoodles, we like to promote not only mental health but also physical health. You all know that your boy Kiko Flo has been struggling with getting all this mayonnaise out of his body without having to go to Colombia, and get a 15,000 liposuction operation. So I'm trying to do it the natural way. I don't want to get no bypass surgery, nothing like that. So pretty much I'm just, trying to get there. But it's going good. Today I started my first class, and it was good being the guy at the bottom, getting beat up, just sucking at it. How was your? I understand you're sort of starting your weekend from your work days. Today's Monday, and you have Monday and Tuesdays off as a sous chef. That's how it works. What up? Do you even have Tuesday off? You do?
We do have Tuesday off. Yes.
Okay, you have 2 days off. So in California, you do get 2 days off.
It's required by law.
It's required by law.
They actually follow the law.
Yeah. And that would be one of those socialist laws that I would support. Surprisingly for my listeners that know I'm a bit more on the so
Conservative.
yeah, conservative. So Mauricio, how was one thing I wanted to talk to you about is like you moved from Miami to California, and we were talking about how in the backstage in the green room, how sometimes you would get people in California talking about Miami in a very romanticizing way, and then here people in Spain, whenever I tell them about Miami, they're like, "Oh my God, I want to go to," and they're very romanticized about it. And yeah, so how do you feel about that?
I don't know, man. It's tough because Miami, we lived there for such a long time that we lost that romanticism for it. Once you live there and you see what's going on and how the people is. But now that I live here in California, people are very in love with the idea of going to Miami because I'm guessing the beach, but also the party scene, which I'm not a party scene goer. I don't go to the discotheque, the clubs, and I think it's a waste of money and time. But there's people here at my job that they see Miami as something bigger than what it is. They fall in love, and I told them that we were going soon, and they're like, "Oh my God, you're going to the beach!" And for them, Miami's only Miami Beach,
Right.
but for us, Miami's something else. It's
Yeah, like for us, it was almost never Miami Beach.
never Miami Beach.
Yeah.
Maybe on a special occasion once a year, but that's it. I don't see the fascination with going to Miami, and you see all these movies that they have the big houses, the rich people, which is true, but that's not the real people from Miami. It's
So like,
more
what
of
would be the
La
real
Sabuesera.
things? What would you say is the real things that isn't being shown or that people don't know about?
Oh, the bad driving, the Cubans, which I love, but it's a lot, and the new Venezuelans that are arriving, they're different from what we grew up with. There's a new
Before
mentality.
you try to cancel us, here as a little disclaimer, Mauricio is Venezuelan and Cuban.
And Cuban.
So eat a dick. So no, but he's saying that there is a strong influence from Cuban, now Venezuelan cultures, which is great, but sometimes a little intense. And it almost feels like the way that I look at it. I haven't lived there in a long time. So, but when I go back, it feels like this shit got packed, and whatever was Hialeah now is Pembroke Pines and Miramar, and then it's sort of. And I don't mean that, obviously to disrespect anything. This is just the way that I look at it. It seemed like everything was super expensive, but not as nice and clean and pretty as it was when I used to live over there. And I mean, you have a bit more connection to it. You still go there and shit. But also, for example, Miami Beach, it used to be like a place, like it was kind of luxurious. And now, from what I understand, locals don't even go there because it's even dangerous and it's shady and rowdy. So
it has changed a lot. People have, moved on and moved up in a different way. Now Miami is more of like the perfect Instagram post. Everybody wants to show off their car and where they're eating and where they're spending their time, which it makes it fake. No, it makes it like a fake city, like a fake ambience around it, and they're showing their fake teats, and I don't know. Miami has changed a lot, but it's not something to be romanticized about. I don't find it romantic to.
I mean, it is important to say, right, that we met some of the greatest people that we know in Miami area when we as kids lived there. And there's great people there, of course. I mean, we're not bashing Miami as a whole. I mean, there's amazing people there. But there is this feeling, especially if you go towards the more, I don't know if it's touristic or the areas of party, you start seeing a lot more fakery. And it's very fake. People are fake. And there's a lot of, I guess, shady shit going on. Now, you live in California, right? Someone from Miami that doesn't know California would say like, whoa, but isn't California sort of similar? So I want you to give me what's like the difference there.
Well, for starters, I don't live in Los Angeles, which everybody who thinks about California first thinks about Los Angeles, and then San Francisco. San Francisco is, I don't know, maybe it's because I'm the one who's romanticizing San Francisco. I'm in that situation of people who lives in Miami now. I'm in love with the city. Like I said before, it's perfect weather all the time. It doesn't really rain, which it's good and bad. There's a lot of fires, which kind of sucks. But perfect weather, the beach, the food is incredible. Some people are incredible, but every city is gonna have an asshole. So it's yeah.
But what about the fakery?
You see, you don't see it much, maybe because I'm not as immersed in the city as I was in Miami. Miami, I used to go to work in downtown and Miami Beach or Brickell, and you
And
see
like
all
you
these
lived
people.
it, right? You saw it.
Right. In here, I live, like 10, 15 minutes away from the city. So maybe I don't see that part as much. Maybe that's why I romanticize it so much. But from the people I talk to, it's like, yeah, people here chill, but there's a lot of money from the tech companies, so a lot of people want to show off their cars, but they can't have Ferraris because we have hills and and potholes, so nobody can show off their Ferrari, but they still have them parked in the garage, and but it's also an expensive city, so whatever you have, you want to show off, and I understand it, same as any other city in the world.
Like one thing I noticed when I go back and visit Miami is that I feel like every time I go back, everything's more expensive.
Hmm. It is going up. Rent is going
And
up. Food is going up.
food, every like supermarkets, man, it's like
Hmm.
expensive to buy food. Chick-fil-A, which is like my favorite fucking fast. I don't consider it a fast food restaurant, but it's in that category, I guess.
You think it deserves a Michelin star?
That shit, hell yes, it serves a Michelin star. Excellent service, excellent attention,
Those
excellent
on Sundays.
quality. Yeah, but that's why you only give him one.
For food and service. Yeah, I see it. I see it. But
I've,
you can
I've
only
thought
give it
about
to
this
one.
before, though. I thought about this before, creating an union and offering them to have a crew of atheists run it on the Sundays.
That seems like a good idea. Now you have 7 days. You have more people,
Yeah.
more income. Yeah, it sounds like a good idea. Maybe we can work there.
I mean, I wouldn't mind like starting to work there, like as my age right now. I would love to. Man, Chick-fil-A seems like the most amazing place. Like if they were to run the country, shit would go correctly. Like there's no one that can handle a line of cars trying to get food better than them.
Well, you haven't
Try to go to
you haven't
Taco
seen
Bell.
you haven't seen In and Out people. The line is so
Oh,
long that there's this boys and girls who walk with a little computer or an iPad, and then they take your order all the way in the street.
well,
I
that's
s
what they do. That's what they do in
and
Chick-fil-A too.
well, I don't go to Chick-fil-A. They don't have that many Chick-fil-A's here in San
All right, but
Francisco.
you never
But
went in South
I
Florida.
did, I did. But this one, the line for the cars, they go all the way like a mile or 2 miles, and those guys like they walk the whole line. They take your order, and once you get to the drive-through, the order is perfect. So a
Oh,
Michelin star
okay.
to one Chick-fil-A or In and Out. I
Okay.
think
All right.
it could be done.
I would support it. I would. You know who's another one? And I've only tasted it in Spain. I never got the chance to taste it in the U.S. But every time there's a new American franchise in Spain, I try to hit it up. And dude, I would give a Michelin star to Five Guys.
Five Guys. Hmm.
You know what I like about Five Guys? We're not gonna offer you 1,000 things on the menu. No, it's burgers, baby. What do you want it with everything or with this? That's it, baby. It's burgers, fries on a bag. You want the Cajun powder? I got you, son. Now get the fuck out of here. Get that brown bag. Or you want a shake too? I got you, baby. And they're amazing.
And the peanuts.
Yeah, here they stopped giving the peanuts because of COVID, which I don't understand.
COVID. Mm.
Here, like McDonald's doesn't give you napkins for you to grab publicly, like because of COVID. I'm like, bitch, you're spreading COVID. I need the napkins to stay clean.
Well, do you think it deserves a star? Because of the quality of the food and
Five Guys.
the service. Five Guys.
Five Guys definitely a Michelin star.
What about service? Good service?
Yeah, I would say
Service
yes.
has a lot to do with the stars.
No, it does. I've had great service. Keeping in mind that their service is very limited, meaning they call you to pick it up and that's it.
Mm,
In chick, but you that's what you expect from them. I
right.
think like that's what they offer. Like I don't think it's fair to rate them on standards of other restaurants that offer a different service. You feel me? Because
Okay.
like Chick-fil-A, yeah, I mean these motherfuckers will like they will bring it to your table and like cut it for you and shit. Like,
Well, in Asia, there's a lot of fast food places that have Michelin star recognition.
oh
So why
yeah.
not give it to fast food places in the United States?
Well, I think Chick-fil-A at least. The other ones I'm kind of like just thinking out loud. But for certain, Chick-fil-A deserves a Michelin star,
Okay.
100%. Because you talked about in the other episode what are the parameters for Michelin star consistency. You
They're
go there and
consistent.
they're gonna be
Yep.
consistent.
Yep.
They're also consistent about not opening on fucking Sundays, right? So, well, quality and service, that's amazing. Cleanliness, everything's perfect. Now, the only one that you might tell me I'm wrong, the innovation part. I do think they innovate, but they stay with their core items that they know work. But I do think every once in a while they throw a little like, oh, spicy, Louisiana, whatever. But
Okay.
wait, would you
Okay.
give it one?
To Chick-fil-A, I mean, after what you just said, I have to consider it. I have to definitely consider. Maybe I have to find one, go there, and you know, check my list, and
All right,
consider it.
you're gonna go to Miami soon, right?
Yes, I'm
Go to
gonna
a
try it for
Go
you.
to a Chick-fil-A.
I'm gonna try
And
it
like
for you.
and from the moment you arrive, dine in, right?
And yeah, you have to dine in.
Dine in,
Yeah.
and from the moment you come in, start valuing everything, every little single thing. Boom, 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 boom.
They're also very polite, no? They have to say thank you and
Brother,
uh,
yo, I think they make them all go to church too.
that's one of the requirements to work there, huh?
Yeah, you gotta do a
Yeah.
little bit of
You have to
Bible
join the
study.
Bible study. You have to join the Chick-fil-A
They're
Bible study.
nice as fuck if you tell them, oh, I
Yeah.
wanted this sauce, but what? Here it is. Sorry, what? Boom, boom, boom. No bullshit, no nothing, bro. These motherfuckers can run a country.
Well, then, after what you just said, it's not. Now that I think about it, when you go to In-N-Out, you ask for an extra a package of sauce. They fucking throw it in the bag instead of
Yeah.
so
Yeah, straight
sorry, I
up.
gave you one, but you needed four, and yeah.
It's like Little Wayne, throw it in the bag, bro. I swear, in Spain, they're stingy with their shit. Like they give you
Mm,
like 2 packets of ketchup, which I don't like. I tell them I don't need ketchup. Okay, my friend is a
mhm,
chef. I'm in a different level. I don't
mhm.
put ketchup on things. Let me get mustard. And they like one, two, no bitch, give me a bunch of them, cause what in that little bag of ketchup, not ketchup of mustard, the only thing that's gonna be there's a little spit of mustard. It's a
Yeah,
spit,
yeah, yeah.
and I love mustard on my burgers. But anyways, I can't run them on McDonald's here. They keep it real, they keep it consistent,
Well,
and
they've
cheap.
been open for what, 70 years now? I mean,
Yeah,
there
no,
has to
they're
be something
amazing.
going there.
They're amazing. They do something right.
Yeah, yeah.
What about Wendy's? I mean, I'm not talking about Michelin star. This is not Michelin star, but for some reason, when I was riding around the Miramar areas, the 954, the 305, I remember Wendy's being this beacon of hope. Where when you would go there, it was just amazing. The little square, the bacon was crispier. They had the
Hmm.
spicy chicken nuggets. What can you? They had the baked potato, the frosty, and the chili. What can you tell
The
me
chili,
about
yeah.
Wendy's?
One day we have to do a ranking of our top 5 or 10 fast food places, but I think Wendy's has to be at least top three for me. Coming to California, trying In-N-Out and Shake Shack and all these places, it made me change because Wendy's was my top one, but now I think In-N-Out and Shake Shack could be one and two, and Wendy's definitely three. I also grew up eating.
So that's your 1, 2, 3.
I think so. I mean, I will have to sit down and really think about it. But yeah, 1, 2, 3 so far. Uh, Chick-fil-A
But
has
you
to
don't
be
know.
there.
But why is it that you think you haven't tried it enough to appreciate it?
Well, the thing is that when you try Chick-fil-A once every couple of years, you get that new emotion of, okay, this is great, but it's not something that I can have every month like I could with the other
Well,
places.
maybe you should appreciate it more, you little
Maybe
fuck.
I should appreciate it more. Yeah.
Let me give you my top three. Number one, Chick-fil-A.
Okay.
Number two, I'll give it to Wendy's.
Okay.
And we're not putting here pizza places. Number two for
No.
Wendy's.
No.
No, we're
Está
not,
bien.
because we're gonna have a little pizza one right now. So number one, Chick-fil-A. Number two, Wendy's. Number three, I know, disgusting. I know, but I gotta do it for the kiddos. Taco Bell.
Ooh, look,
And I know that's disgusting, but I gotta do it for the kiddos.
you see now, if I was still living in the 954-305 area, I would say, Taco Bell's there. But not, now that you're here and you get like good Mexican food, you're like, okay,
Yeah,
Taco
but I'm not
Bell's
talking
there.
about like a Mexican
Right, I
restaurant
understand what you're saying.
with the señorita from Mexico. I'm talking about Taco Bell.
As a fast food place, yes, I
Yeah.
understand. You have a point,
It's a
but
fast food top three.
okay, okay. Wow, that
So
got me. It shook me. It shook my.
did
I
it
wasn't
shook,
expecting Taco
did it sh-
Bell as a
did
kid.
it shake? Did it make you overthink, or are you sure of yours? So what
No,
you got? What you
In
got?
and out, Shake
In and out
Shack,
number one, Shake
number
Shack
one.
two.
I think In and Out 1A and Shake Shack 1B. I think it's the correct thing to say. And I think Wendy's, no?
Well, no,
I think
no.
Wendy's has to be.
In any case, though, like Wendy's, like it really does tell how good Wendy's is that it made it on that top three with two other that are definitely on a higher quality than Wendy's.
Yeah, yeah.
But Wendy's for the price, you gotta put in the value for your
The
buck.
dollar menu. You can get
The crispy
the
chicken
little wrap,
nuggets.
the chicken.
To me, at Wendy's, or even over Taco Bell, is the best Munchies when you're high. Let me tell you reasons. On taste, it's pretty much the same as Taco Bell. My dirty ass will go a little bit more for Taco Bell, just a little. But the problem is with Taco Bell, you have a higher chance of getting that order fucking made by a dumbass that fucked it up. For some reason, with Taco Bell, they don't have the same care. I'm not saying that in Wendy's you've never gotten some squished burgers, but I'm just saying
Burgers.
at Wendy's I think there's gonna be more consistency. I think I'm gonna get my order. Everything's gonna taste right. In
Okay.
Taco Bell, I've gotten a taco. I'm like, man, this shit been sitting there for 3 days, dog.
The hard shell is all broken or soft. The hard shell is
Yeah.
soft, so that throws you up. But yeah, Taco
For
Bell.
for a high being. All right, so now go on.
No. One last thing. Now that I think about it, we went to get a Taco Bell like at 12 at night, and my girlfriend got a Crunchwrap Supreme, and now I remember things. Yeah. Taco Bell definitely top 10. Top
Okay,
10 for sure.
okay.
Not top
I thought,
3 for me, but
I thought you were gonna tell me like, and that shit was
Nah.
soggy. So indeed, those motherfuckers.
well, it was
sometimes
soggy
fail.
as fuck because it was made at 1 in the morning. So
Yeah. And then
you
1 in
don't
the
know
morning
what
you
the fuck
can.
is.
Yeah, 1 in the morning the guy is inside doing cocaine and he's like, bro, you gonna get what you gonna get.
They're using the same, whatever.
Yeah. We
They
don't want to
think
put shit in
cocaine
people's mind. All right, look, let's do the top three of pizza places. Obviously, we're not talking about any gourmet shit or anything. We're talking about, the classic low end chains, right? Little Caesars, Domino's, Papa John's, Pizza Hut. We can throw in. Was another one there? Give me one. Am I missing one? But Shelley's? I don't think they exist.
Maybe they. I don't know. I haven't checked.
Yeah, but people don't know. People don't know that one.
They don't know. The. What was the other one? Well, for me, I think Papa John's first,
Okay.
Domino's second, and this might surprise people. I think Little Caesars third, because you get a bang for your buck. You get a big ass
Yeah.
pizza for $5, $6.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
it's amazing.
Now for the
You know.
broke days,
Yeah. Yeah.
those are cheap dopamines.
Correct. But then you have one bad experience and it fucks it up because one time I went here to buy a Little Caesars and it was hard as like it was cardboard and I had to throw away $6 and it hurt me a little bit because
Yeah.
Little Caesars was always ranked there for me.
Yeah,
And
Little
then this
Caesars
time
was
fucked it
supposed
up.
to keep it real all the time, so that's not
Yeah,
a good
but
thing.
think about it. The same pizza with pepperoni that you can get at Papa John's for $20, you can get it here at $5. And
I'll put Domino's first, then Papa John's, then Little Caesars.
You know what Domino's is so high for me? It's because not only the pizza, but they also have the pasta bowls. I fucking love that. The
Oh,
bread bowls that you put the pasta, so it's like carbs on
oh,
carbs and carbs.
oh no, I didn't even know that
Delicious.
existed. That's probably some
Yeah,
American shit.
probably some American shit. Yeah, but
No,
it,
no.
when I used to work not in the restaurants, I used to get delivery from Domino's every week. This pasta bowl. It was a bread bowl filled with pasta and the sauce. It was so heavy but it was delicious. It kept me
That's what's
fed
up.
for a couple of days. So.
That's what's up. The reason why I like the taste and the ingredients of Papa John's more, but for some reason, sometimes the dough hits me heavy. Now, with Domino's, the other thing on their favor is that their delivery system is on point. So 99% of the time, you're gonna get that shit quick and hot, and their pizzas are made to be delivered. Meaning, there's this really good Napolitano place here, right? And straight pizza from Naples, Italy, not Naples, Florida, which you know. So it's great, but you gotta eat it right out of the oven because if you get that shit delivered when it gets to your house, it's like a fucking sock. It's soggy. It doesn't work. So there's certain things that don't work when you deliver them. And I think very high-end pizzas, when you deliver them, they're fucked up. But Domino's is sort of like feels. That doesn't feel. I'm certain that their pizza, their dough was designed around the idea that the pizza was gonna be in a box, sort of receiving its own humidity, hot humidity, for at least 10 minutes before it gets eaten, and they made it to cater to that because I think it ages better when you get it.
You think they sat down and thought about this for a while? Like they had a board meeting and they're like, all right, our pizza's gonna sit in the box for half an hour, 45 minutes. We gotta make it so it's not soggy when it gets to the people's house.
Yeah, we gotta make it. We gotta make a consistency on the dough that would allow you to eat it right away if you want to, and it's gonna be even a little crispier. But even if you leave it there in the box for a while, the humidity is gonna get in. But we're gonna make the consistency of the dough a specific type so that when that humidity comes in, it's still gonna keep a nice uniform feel to it and not some shit. Because if you grab a Domino's pizza, it still stands up.
Yep. Yeah. Well, I think the most important part about this test or this top 3 that we're doing is the next day. Does it hold the next day? Does it keep the quality for the next day?
That's definitely a good.
Because when you want to have it for breakfast the next day, it needs to be, is it hard? Is it good to eat? Is it, if you put it in the microwave or the oven, is it going to keep the cheese or the sauce is not going to drip everywhere? There's a lot of things. There's a lot of things that goes into this. That's true.
The next day option is very important too. I think we can agree that Little Caesars the next day, that's not gonna be eatable.
No.
I mean,
I've
Little
had
Caesars
it the next day, but it's not the same as
Little Caesars is not eatable 2 hours after you bought it.
Yep.
It's just like a McDonald's burger. A McDonald's burger needs to be, like what's crazy? I don't know if this happens in the US, but in Spain, they do, like, delivery apps will deliver you Burger King or McDonald's. To me, it's insane.
Yeah, they do the same here. Yeah, Burger King.
That's disgusting.
Horrible. Soggy ass fries. Who the fuck wants that?
It's already, like, bro, if I'm getting the McDonald's meal or the Burger King meal made right away, it's still mediocre, right?
Right.
Imagine getting that shit delivered. If you're low on money, you go to Domino's Pizza. Those boys will hook you up on the delivery.
Yeah.
So I think that's okay. So, which one holds up the best the next day?
I think Domino's. Domino's, yeah.
Because I think in my experience, I recently had some Papa John's leftover.
Some research.
The next day, the crust gets hard and like I said, whatever magic chemical they put on the Domino's dough is like perfect for everything. It's like the shit that Monsanto puts on their seed,
It's they have to. I'm pretty sure the high ends of Domino's sat down and thought this through, and
all right,
wanted to make a better experience.
I'm 100% sure that that's the case because I am a person that knows a lot about business and logic.
Now we have to do some research for the next top
Yeah, for the next
top
one.
three list.
Well, I've been meaning to, like, as a business, right? If like things don't go well in my life, to maybe open a pizzeria because I've always liked pizzas. I've made pizzas, you know that shit.
We know how those pizza places kind of work, right?
Yeah,
I remember how we received the dough and
yeah,
how we had to take it out the night before,
yeah,
so
yeah.
they prove. And but yeah, it's
I think we
once
can do
you're
it.
even though we didn't work in a Domino's or Papa John's, it was a chain, a pizza chain, and we saw how those places might work and
Which, by
how
the way,
the
this pizza chain, I hope they're still going, was called Vocelli's. It was in the south of
Bocelli's.
Florida. That was one of the best. I didn't think of it then, but it's one of the best pizzas. To be honest, the dough was really good. The ingredients to be a chain pizzeria, it was probably the best one out of all of them to me. Really, it
Yeah,
was
it was
really
very
good.
good. I mean, I remember we used to have all this leftover pizza at night, and
Yeah,
we took it
leftover
home,
pizza.
and we took it home. Actually, I just opened it, and they're still working. They're open. Um, it would pass the next day a test for sure.
Oh yeah, Bocelli's next day. Yeah, but I don't want to keep talking about this one because people might not know it. To conclude this episode of the Broskiedoodles Podcast, can you tell me what would be your top three of these restaurants such as Chili's, Applebee's?
Ooh, I don't know because those are not my.
You don't roam
Not,
them,
when I was 18, 19, 20, maybe Fridays and
right?
and and Chili's.
Right. What am I talking about? I'm asking a high end chef here, and he's like, "Hey, bro, I know
I don't
Benihana
know.
seems like a high end place to you, but that's like whack shit."
It is wild shit. Funny thing, my boss, her birthday, she celebrated at Benihana's, and she
Is that
said,
like going to
"Oh,
McDonald's for her?
no." Well, she said she had a weird experience that it had been 15 or 20 years since she went to the restaurant, but it was I don't know. Benihana's is, I mean, now that you're in the industry, you understand that Benihana's is not that good. When you're a child and they throw the
Yeah.
shrimp at you, you're very excited about that, and then they do
Did you
the
know
onion
the
volcano.
Did you know the creator of Benihana's is the father of Steve Aoki?
I did not know that. Wow.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
I could have said many things there, but I would have gotten canceled. But
Yeah.
yeah, I didn't I didn't know that. That's very interesting.
Yeah. All right,
Hmm.
then what's a top three that you can give me of something food
Of
related?
something. Oof, I don't know. Top three. Well, I don't know. Food.
People are
That's all
watching
I
this
think
like
about now.
people are watching this like, oh yeah, that's a great podcast. You guys seem well prepared.
You guys, you guys, went through the bullet points beforehand.
All right, how about this? Top three dishes that you like to make at your crib.
Number one, risotto.
A specific
Italian.
one?
I like to do a lot of mushroom risotto because my girlfriend likes it, and I think I've gotten.
And you like to trip balls.
I think yes, always. I think I've gotten better at it. My mom taught me how to do it, and now that I cook, I actually taught her how to, different ways. And she's like, "Oh my God, you taught me something new," which I thought I would never hear from her. But I think risotto is it's one of my favorite dishes to cook for my girlfriend. What else? A lot of pasta sauce, bolognese sauce. I love meat sauces on pastas. I love pasticcio. So I make that
Lasagna, Venezuelan
lasagna for
lasagna.
yeah. No ricotta, bechamel instead. Jamon, ham. What else? Arepas. Even though I don't make them, my girlfriend makes the best ones. But when I do make them, I try
Last
to.
night I had fried arepas with egg, ham, and cheese.
We talked about this before. Best
Yeah,
arepas.
yes, that's
You
probably like
don't.
underrated, right? The
Well,
underrated.
underrated for sure. Fried arepas I haven't had in a while because my girlfriend doesn't like them fried. But every once in a while, I kind of fry one for me, and it takes me back to when I was little and my mom only made fried arepas. So
You
those
know, it's funny because people that are not Venezuelan, because of the Venezuelan diaspora. There's a lot of Venezuelans all over the world. So a lot of people have tried arepas, but very few people have tried a fried arepa because that's not too common. And let me tell you, bro, if you haven't had a fried arepa and you have a girlfriend or a boyfriend that's Venezuelan, tell that motherfucker to make you some fried arepas because this shit is the other level.
Well, at my job, one day I bought the harina pan to make arepas for my co-workers, and I did not have time to make them in the flat top and arepasada, so I threw those bitches in the fryer. They came out fucking amazing.
Wow.
Arepa frita and cochino frito, those motherfuckers almost died. But it was bomb. It was very good.
If your introduction to arepa is a fried arepa with fried pork, man, you're gonna have an orgasm in your mouth.
Yeah, it was very good. I mean, I saw them eating it not like how we're supposed to eat it, stuff it. They were doing it like bread. So they grab the arepa without cutting in the middle, and then they would put the pork on top and eat it. I'm like, that's not the way to eat it, but you're still eating the arepa with a fried pork. Hopefully your stomach will be good throughout service. But it was, I think people they were expecting more, but it was very simple. Arepas are very simple to make, and a little nerve-wracking because you're working with people who have Michelin star experience, and you're making arepas for them. They're like, okay, I see you. I see what you're doing. I see what you people make. So
sometimes as a sous chef, you gotta go out there and you gotta let them check you, and you gotta check them back and let them know, bro, the culture's there.
Yeah. Just wait until I make some perico and another fried arepa for them.
Boy, when you guys have perico going, son.
I'm afraid of making it because if I say perico, they're gonna think it's something else.
Well, might as well be with how good that shit is. But yo, check it out, man. We gotta wrap this up. This is actually longer than normal, but yo, I gotta bring the quality to the motherfucking Broskiedoodles. So thank you, Mauricio, for being part of this little wonderful community we got here, bro.
Thank you, bro. Thank you for getting me in your podcast again.
No problem, doggy. Broskiedoodles, take care, subscribe, share this shit, and engage, motherfuckers, engage!